to get started, we want to make sure that our paddles appear in the right spot and our ball appears in the right spot. And then we want to program the motion for the two paddles, right? So I guess we can start with the green flag clicked on all of our sprites. And so with the blue button, the orange button, and the ball, they're all in their correct starting locations. So we can just go to motion. Let me go ahead and click here on the button, and we go to motion and you say go to XY, which would be already set to its current position. And I guess that's about it for now, and we would want to do the same thing for the orange and the ball, the orange paddle and the ball. So let's go ahead and do that. Get a green flag, motion, go to XY. And then over here for the ball, let's do go to XY and a green flag clicked. And so everything is ready to go. So if the ball is starting over here and the paddles are down here at the last game, if I press the green flag, then everything comes back to their original location. Now let's go ahead and program the paddle to move according to a key press. And so we can use when key press. And I'm going to use W and S for my blue paddle. So let me come on down and select W. And then I'm also going to get another one, and I'm going to program this one to be S. This one's going to go down. And so we could we could very easily just go here and say change Y by 10 and change Y by -10. But you'll see that the motion is a little bit like jerky. Right? So we're going to use the same trick that we used in a lot of our other games, and we're going to instead do repeat until, right? So repeat until, and we're going to go to the operators and say not sensing key pressed. Right? So repeat until W is not pressed. And what are we going to do? We're going to change Y not by 10, but let's choose a lower number like 3, and let's go ahead and duplicate that and put it on over here, and instead of 3 we're going to put -3. So that should go, but we still need to change this, right? Because this is going to happen when the S key is pressed, and we want to repeat until not S key pressed, which is another way of saying until you let go of the S key, right? So I got to change this W to an S, and we should be good to go. So let me hit the start button. And now I can move my paddle up and down smoothly, but it looks like he's a little bit too slow. So let me change this to -5 on both W and S. And I don't know, for me that feels a little slow, so I'm going to change that to 7. You can keep that at any speed you want. And now I think my paddles are good. So that's done with my blue paddle. And now I'm going to do the same thing with my orange paddle, which is pretty simple because all you need to do is take this code and make sure your cursor is on top of button 3 and let go. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the code for the S button, let go. And now when I click on button 3, I have the code here. Right? And so all I need to do now is change the buttons. This one I'm going to make it be controlled using the up arrow and the down arrow. Oh, I think I got that mixed up. This is change Y by -7. So I believe this one is going to be the down arrow, and this one here is going to be the up arrow. So if I hit the start button, oh, that's not working out. Oh, I'm sorry. I still got to go back and change this S to a down arrow and this up to an up arrow. So now let me try that. Okay, beautiful, right? So now we have our two paddles, and they are controllable, but they still go off the screen. Do you see that? So that's a little bug that we need to fix, and we'll get to that in a future video.